Hello everyone, welcome back once again. Today we're going to explore how to get started with web app development inside of Visual Studio 2026. But before we do so, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Let's get straight into it. So as you can see, I've got Visual Studio installer open. If you don't have a Visual Studio 2026 installed on your system, I suggest you go to you visit the visualstudio.com, download the latest version. You can just watch one of my previews in terms of getting started. But if you've done so, open your Visual Studio installer. Let's make sure you've got all the necessary workloads. Open your Visual Studio installer under the Visual Studio Community 2026 Insiders. Click on Modify. So as you can see here now, I've got once you click on Modify, you get this dialog open. So as you can see here, I've got workloads. We've also got individual components. We're not going to look to that for this. So you got to make sure that you've got web ASP.NET and web development. So checked, downloaded. So if you look on this side here, this is once you checked on that, this is what we created. So you'll be .NET Framework 4.7 development, ASP.NET and web development prerequisites. Yeah, so this is just for developing ASP.NET and web applications, including IIS, Express, and Java local. Yeah, so if you look on the optional side here, we've also got a bunch of options that you can look into it and select whatever that is applicable. You can also select .NET Framework Project and Item template. This enables .NET Framework Project templates, items templates related to for .NET Framework development. Yeah. So once we're done with the installation and the download, let's come back to our Visual Studio. Right, open your Visual Studio. So once you open it, let's go ahead and click on Create a new project. So under the All Project Types, this is the All Project Types. Let's go ahead, scroll down and select Web. So this will actually bring up all the web app project templates that we can use. So as you can see, we've got Blazor web app here. So it's a project template creating a Blazor web app that supports server-side rendering and client interactivity. This template can be used for web apps, rich dynamic interface. Okay. We've also got ASP.NET Core web app, Blazor page. So it's a project template for creating an ASP.NET Core application with example ASP.NET Core Blazor pages. Okay, so if we scroll down, we've got a bunch of potential web apps that we create all different technologies. As you can see, we've got Angular apps, React apps, and whatnot. Yeah. But for this video, we're going to stick to ASP.NET Core web app. Okay. So we're going to select the ASP.NET Core web app Blazor page and then click on Next. Here we can configure our project details, like the project name and the location of the project. We can also create a new solution project, or we can select an existing and obviously we can also select the name for, since we are creating a new solution, you can also select the name for our solution. Okay, or you can place a solution and project in the same directory, however you want it. Not looking too much into it. So let's go ahead and click on Next. So here we've got additional info. Okay, so here obviously select whatever .NET Framework version that is applicable. You can also select the authentication type. We've got individual accounts, Microsoft Identity Platform, Windows account. Yeah, so you can select whatever that is applicable. And also configure for HTTPS. You can enable container by checking this box. So once you enable it, you'll be able to select whatever OS that you want to use. Okay, we're not going to look too much into that, so we're just gonna uncheck the box. Yeah. Once we've got all the configurations out, we can go ahead and create. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. As you can see on the background here, I've already created this save project. So go ahead and click create, and you'll be taking the project or the new project copy. Is the Solution Explorer is normally on the right side here. I've made some arrangements for myself by putting the Copilot on this side and my Solution Explorer on this side. So, I mean, it just looks different. It doesn't matter. But let's dive into what we've got inside our project. Okay. So the project contains the dependencies. So this is the external libraries that we use, or whatever linked libraries that we can use that will be under the dependencies. And we've got properties. So this also folder contains the launch settings. So it contains the project settings, like the where are the port and whatnot. Yeah. Then we've got the www root. So this actually contains the static files like CSS, JS, and any external libraries that we can use, like a Bootstrap or jQuery. Okay. And then we've got pages. So this is where pages for the web app. So if we look at it here, we've got an index.css HTML. So basically, this is more like the starting point of the project of the web app. Yeah. We've also got a bunch of stuff. We've got the shed, which contains the layout. Yeah. So this will be a uniform layout for the whole app. Then, last but not least, we've got program.cs. So this contains all the configuration for the web app. So if you scroll down, like the routing, the HTTP redirection, whatnot, yeah. And then as you get the app.run, so what runs the app. So basically, if you're familiar with .NET, so the program.cs for this part, yeah, is the entry point for our web app. So whenever we run it for the first time, this file is one that actually runs first. Okay. So as we can see here now, there's nothing really going on. So what we do is we're going to run it to see what actually comes out of it. Okay. So you can do so by pressing the F5 here. Go down and select whatever browser that you want to use. So as you can see, I've got a bunch of browsers that can be used. Yeah. So once you're done with all of that, yeah, then you can select this button here. This will start without debugging, or you can select this as well. So let's go ahead and start without debugging. So as you can see here now, got it running. There's nothing really much going on. It's a very simple web app. Yeah. So as you can see here, we've actually created our first one, which is just a starting point. Yeah. Obviously, I'll start creating more follow-up videos. Yeah. But this will just get you started on the right path in terms of using Visual Studio 2026 to create a web app. Okay. So what we're going to do next is, yeah, I'll leave this video here for now, and then I'll make a follow-up or the next part of it, just not to complicate too much. Yeah, so you can start editing your files. So you can start from here, the index.cshtml. So it's called CSHTML because you can also add C#. So it's a C# plus HTML. That's why it's called. C#, obviously. So if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do, yeah, because I've got lots of. I hope you have a lovely morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are.